welcome back to English class. So students, today onwards we are going to start a revision since you are having your exam in the last week of this month. Okay, today we are going to revise poem 1 as well. We are going to revise lesson 6 and 7 from your grammar book. Okay, so I want all of you to get ready with your new pathways book, grammar book, as well your English note. So first of all, we are going to revise poem. So come on, all of you, take your book. Let's read the memory poem first. Let me read. I want all of you to be very attentive. Okay, so take your book as well your note, and now get ready with your new pathways book. So the title of poem 1 is The Letter A. Let me read the poem. The first 10 lines of the poem is the memory poem. It is very important. I want all of you to be thorough with this. Let me read it for you. The letter A is awesome. It simply is the best. Without an A, you could not get an A plus on a test. You'd never see an acrobat or eat an apple pie. You couldn't be an astronaut or kiss your aunt goodbye. An antelope would not exist, an ape would be unknown. You'd never hear, I'm sorry, that's enough, okay, up to unknown. I want all of you to learn up to unknown. So please thorough with this, don't make spelling mistakes while writing, okay. And the author of this poem is Darren Satterley, okay. Now come to the book back exercises. Match the following. Without these A letter words, and this could happen. Apricots and almonds. One could have not asked for them at a fair. Aruba and Australia would have been missing from the world map. Arctic fox and aardvark would have disappeared from the zoo. A plus, one could have not gotten a good grade on a test. ATM, one could have never withdrawn money easily. Now take your note. Let's read the notes from your English note. Synonyms: acrobat meaning rope walker, astronaut meaning space traveler, antelope meaning deer, apricot meaning a kind of fruit, aardvark meaning ant eater. Answer the following. Which letter in the English alphabet is the speaker prizing? The speaker is prizing the letter A. Do you agree with the speaker that without the letter A, all these listed things, places, animals, and activities will disappear? Give reasons. No, I do not agree with the speaker that without the letter A, all these listed things, places, animals, and activities will disappear. All of them would have perhaps existed, but would have been called by different names. Number 3. How old do you think the speaker is? How do you know? The speaker is a young child. It can be understood from the innocence of the speaker's voice. Number 4. List few more important words that begin with the letter A that the speaker has missed here. Animals, algebra, architect, etc. Okay, so that's all. Now come on, take your grammar book. So lesson 6, nouns, gender. So what is meant by gender? How many kinds of genders are there? We have 4 kinds of genders, okay. Masculine gender nouns, feminine gender nouns, common gender nouns, and neuter gender nouns. So male or female, male gender we used to call that as masculine, female we used to call that as feminine, okay. Male in the sense boy, man, lion, etc. Feminine means girl, lioness, queen, okay, princess. These all will come under feminine gender. What is meant by common gender? Students, teachers, okay, children. So all these kind of things, doctors, will come under common gender. We won't differentiate them. We won't specify that is male or female, okay. We used to call them commonly, we used to say students, teachers, okay. So those kind of things will come under common gender nouns. And what is going to be neuter gender? So the non-living things like bike, bicycle, door, window, clock, watch, pen, pencil. Okay, all these things will come under the neuter gender. Just keep these things in your mind so that it will be easy for you to do the exercises. And first of all, just understand the concept and then move on to the portions. Okay. So I hope now you all are clear with the topic gender nouns. So we have a lot of examples, just go through that. And now for now I just want to read the book back exercises. Okay, so exercise here, look around you, can you write 3 nouns in each column? I have given that as your assignment. I hope you all completed. And the next one, read the following lines, say whether the underlined nouns are masculine or feminine. Write them in the table below. So we have two tables, feminine and masculine. We have to arrange that based on that gender. Okay, so the feminine nouns are nieces, sister, queen, duchess, mare, jenny, eaves, and hens. And the masculine nouns are nephews, sons, boys, jack, washerman, ram, and roosters. Okay, those are masculine nouns. Now come to the next page. Read the following sentences. Is the underlined noun in the masculine, feminine, common gender or neuter gender form? Mark in the box. The first one has been done for you. So just we have to check whether the underlined word is what kind of gender. Okay, whether it is feminine or common or masculine or neuter. That's what you are going to write. If it is feminine, you have to mark it as F, capital F, or else capital M, or else capital C, or capital N. Okay. So the first one is, the princess ordered the silkworm to produce 10 yards of milk. Sorry, silk. So princess is the feminine gender, so you have to write capital F. Number 2. The silkworm sat down near an old weaver at the loom and began work. So weaver, common gender, capital C. A spider came around and sat in a room nearby. Room. It's a neuter gender. It won't come under masculine as well, common or feminine. Okay, it is a neuter gender. I already told you non-living things are neuter gender. The spider soon spun a large web. She laughed at the silkworm and proudly called the minister to look at her beautiful silky web. So minister, common gender, because here they haven't mentioned whether the minister is male or female. Okay, that's why it is common gender. Number 5. The minister said, your web is grand and big, but it is only a trap. It will be brushed away. It is useless. But, so the underlined word is trap. Okay, trap is a neuter gender. Number 6. No one less than the king and queen themselves will wear the silk that silkworm will slowly produce. So don't be so proud. So king comes under masculine gender. Okay. Now the next one, look at the words given below, find their opposite gender nouns in the word grid. So we have some words as father, monk, horse, queen, bull, eve. You have to find those words in the grid and you have to mark it. Now come to the next. Change the gender of the underlined nouns in these sentences and rewrite them. So in all these sentences, they have underlined some words. Okay. So you have to change the gender of those nouns. If the underlined word is in the form of masculine, you have to change it into feminine. If it is in feminine, you should change that into masculine. And you have to rewrite the sentence. Okay, you have to rewrite the full sentence. So the tiger brought food for the cubs. Tiger. Tiger is the masculine gender. What is the feminine gender of tiger? It's tigress. Okay. The tigress brought food for the cubs. Number 2. My mother took my grandfather to the doctor. Mother and grandfather. So mother is the feminine gender So we have to change that into father as the masculine gender. And grandfather is the masculine gender, so we have to change grandfather into grandmother as the feminine gender. Now read it. My father took my grandmother to the doctor. Okay. Number 3. The gentleman greeted the duchess. So gentleman is the masculine gender. So while changing it into feminine gender, it will be as lady, and duchess into duke as from masculine gender. The lady greeted the duke. Number 4. The prince took the blessings of the queen. The princess, okay, prince is the masculine gender, the feminine gender is princess, and queen is the feminine gender, the masculine gender is masculine noun is king. So the princess took the blessings of the king. Okay, that's all. Now come to lesson 7, possession. What is meant by possession? Ownership. Okay, if something is owned by someone, we can call that as possession. Okay, that thing is possessed by someone. Okay, so we add apostrophe s. Okay, so the main thing in nouns, possession noun is apostrophe s. Okay, we have to add apostrophe s after a noun to show which belongs to someone. Okay, that something belongs to someone, or to show that there is some link between two nouns. For example, look at this example. This is post's cap, post apostrophe s. Okay, so we can understand that this cap belongs to post. Okay, he owns it, that's why it is post apostrophe s cap. This is Samira's house. Okay, so this house belongs to Samira. Who is the owner of that house? Samira is the owner of that house. That's why here we mentioned that is this is Samira's house. Samira apostrophe yes. Now come to the next one. Read the sentences in A, complete the sentences in B using apostrophe yes. This book belongs to Anna. It is Anna's book. Amit has a motorcycle. This is Amit's motorcycle. This car belongs to Mr. Kumar. This is Mr. Kumar's car. Layla owns a beautiful house. Layla's house is beautiful. These books belong to the principal. These are the principal's book. Okay, principal's book. Now the next one. Now answer these questions. The first one has been done for you. Whose are these? These are Jennifer's bags. Whose is this? This is Karan's hat. Whose are these? These are Mr. Puru's glasses. Whose is this? This is Liam's scarf. Okay. So the important thing is apostrophe s. Whose is this? This is Mrs. Madhu's umbrella. So when we want to say that something belongs to more than one person, we use only apostrophe after the plural form of the noun. For example, if we are saying this is Amita's hat, okay, this is Amita's hat, it is in the form of singular noun, okay, and two boys room, okay, two boys are living in this room, so two boys room, two boys, okay, two boys, more than one, it is in the form of plural. So you should add only apostrophe after the at the end of the word, which means after yes. Okay, after the after yes you have to add the symbol apostrophe. You shouldn't add before yes. Okay, for only for singular noun you have to put apostrophe yes, but for plural noun you have to add only apostrophe at the end of the noun. Just keep this thing in your mind. For example, we have some examples. Let me read it for you. My sister's books. The books belongs to one sister. That's why we added apostrophe yes. My sister's books. The books belongs to more than one sister. Why? Because we added the apostrophe symbol after yes. Okay, at the end of the plural noun. So just You should know to difference this. Okay, you should know to differentiate these things. Just keep in your mind, only for singular noun you have to put apostrophe s, and for plural noun you should add only apostrophe at the end of the word. Yeah, now come to exercise C. Look at these pictures and write apostrophe s in the right place. One hen, the hen apostrophe s eggs, but many hens means the hens apostrophe eggs. One dog, the dog apostrophe s kennel. Okay, the dog's kennel. But more than one dog, the dog's apostrophe. Okay, after yes you should put apostrophe. The dog's kennel. One boy, the boy apostrophe yes clothes. Okay, more than many boys, the boys, after yes you should put apostrophe. One child, the child apostrophe yes pet. More than one, the children. Okay, more than one means we won't use the childs. Okay, it is children, because the plural form of child is children. The children apostrophe s pet. The women's shoes. Okay, women, only one means WOMAN, but the plural form more than one means women's. Okay, WOMEN. That's why here we added apostrophe s. Yeah, that's it, and the last one I have given as an assignment to you. Okay, so that's all. So today we revised poem 1 from you for English 1, and for English 2 we revised 2 lessons, lesson 6 and 7. So that's all for today. Just start off these portions and get ready for the exam. Okay, we can meet on tomorrow. Sorry, we can meet on the next class. Until we meet again, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.